Hi, I'm Aneesh Singh. Welcome to my LifePage. Today I'll be talking about cafe management. And before that, let me give you a little brief about my past. I've studied in Dehradun in St. Joseph's Academy, passed out in 98. After that, I had a brief time where I did my bachelor's in computer application. And in 2001, I joined the Merchant Navy. I started sailing in 2001, and I was sailing on container ships and offshore vessels till 2017, April, when I took a break. I decided to start something different. I wanted to spend some time with the family, try some new things out, things I've been wanting to do for a while. So first up was the cafe. So we started with Cafe Monkey Fist, which is primarily presently focusing on burgers and shakes. Cafe management involves a lot of things, starting from getting the raw material, processing it, preparing it, cooking it and serving it. And there's man management, as in the people working with you. There's management of the stores and provisions, making sure that all the things are in place and you don't run out of stuff when you need it the most. First is management, which is probably the most important thing over here because, like I mentioned previously, you need to manage a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. You need to keep your cool. At the same time, you need to make sure that you deliver on time and properly. The first one is communication. That is probably one of the most important skills required. That's at par with the other skill which we'll talk about a little later. Communication is key because you need to talk to your customers, make sure that they get what they want, and you need to keep them happy because you need to keep them coming back. Same communication also applies to the people you're working with. You need your guys, you need your team to be happy, motivated at all times. When it really gets hard, which it does at times, tempers are flowing. So you need to again ensure that the communication is right and everybody understands their job. So that's one of the skills which really helps. The big positive here is the feedback from the customers. That's what makes your day when a customer comes in and says that I've never had burgers like this, or we had a young girl coming in the other day and she said best burgers in India. So that just makes your day and that just keeps you going and make sure that you keep performing and you keep your quality up. And just the best and the biggest positive here. One challenge which always scares me every time we get, especially when we get big orders, is to make sure that we live up to the client's expectations. Because you have customers coming in and they love the burgers, they love the food, and you always got your fingers crossed next time. I hope things are going well especially when you have a big order, and that keeps us on our toes at all times. Make sure that the team is working properly. Nobody is getting slack or overconfident or complacent. So we need to make sure that we maintain our standards and we give the people the same taste each and every time. So that's a challenge, which is a tough one, but it's very, very important. My day starts early in the morning at about 5:45. When I get up, my kids go to school, so I dress them up, send them off to school. After that, we sit and have a cup of tea, generally discuss how things are. We generally make the list of jobs which need to be done at night. So we discuss those. I discuss them with my wife, and so that takes about an hour or so. And after that, I usually either go for golf or I go play squash or something. And so by about 10 or 9:30, we already have started with the jobs. I go to the market, pick up the stuff. we don't have too much manpower right now, so most of the stuff we're doing ourselves. Make sure once we enter the cafe, I make sure that the inventory is right. And our day generally ends at, we take the last orders at 10. So before that, what we do is, which is a very crucial part, is where we make sure we update our inventories. We maintain logs of all the food and whatever items that have gone out from the cafe that we've sold. Usually by 10:30, we are all secured at the cafe and back home. I generally have dinner with my wife and mother. The kids asleep by then. And yeah, call it a night then. Finally, I hope I've given you a balanced view on cafe management, and thank you.